Alrighty then, we are here for Chainsaw Man Chapter 151. Um, Chapter title: The Return of Chainsaw Man. Very exciting. Let's open up the chapter. Alright, so we got it with the bodyguard girl. Can't remember her name. She's falling, presumably from that attack that was at the end of the last chapter. And she's getting up and looking, and then she looks at the devil that attacked them. And then the other people that are on the ground, they're saying ow, ugh. And then one of the other ones on the ground, I can't tell who that is or if I'm supposed to know who that is. It might just be a generic devil hunter. I don't know. I don't know. I don't think they're named. I can't recognize them. If they are, they say who. And then someone grabs bodyguard girl. She says, Guck. Question mark, exclamation point. Oh, Fumiko. There's her name. Fumiko. Says Chainsaw Man, or rather Denji. Alright, so okay, yeah, so we got who is this guy again? Uh he was one of the hybrids. Which one was he? Javelin? Was it Javelin? Spear? Spear hybrid? I think it's Spear hybrid maybe? Yeah. So he grabs Fumiko. But you guys were says Fumiko. I guess even the great public safety's in a state of chaos right now because the idiots let us escape, says the mysterious devil, whom I don't know who it is. And then Denji says, You monsters. And then Sword Hybrid says, I forget his name, Don't misunderstand Denji. And then Denji's like just surprised and sweating. Yes, we set your home on fire, but only because it's the key to saving the world, says the sword hybrid. I forget his name. And then Denji's surprised. And he says, huh? And he says, say what? And then sword hybrid goes on to say, every part of our rampage of terror is connected to stopping Nostradamus' prophecy. Are you insane? Says Denji. And then Sword Hybrid responds with, Are you angry then? Unleash that anger. Doing so will save the world, dude. And then whoever this mysterious devil is, I don't recognize them. If I'm supposed to know who it is, I assure you I do not like recognize them at all. And honestly, it might just be another one of the fire devils, like just transformed, like devils. That might just be what it is. Another fire devil transformation. Okay, they're saying yeah ha ha ha. He seriously believes that crap. Says the whatever this devil is. And then I don't know, who is this on the ground? He's got long hair. Am I supposed to know who this is? Anyways, he's saying oof, that hurts. And then what's her name? Nayuda is looking surprised, I guess, or determined, or angry. One of those two. One of those three. And then she points a finger and says, "You piece of crap," and fires a chain at this guy whom I don't know who it is, even though I probably should. And the chain fires into his head, and she gains control of him. He's starting to stand up, and then Nayuta says, "Drop dead right now, bite off your tongue and die." And he's standing up, saying, "Nayuta." Who is this guy? Okay, he disobeys, and Nayuta's he grabs Nayuta, and she reacts yeah, and then Denji says Nayuta as he's like grabbing Nayuta and holding her up by the throat. Uh, Move and she dies. Says who is this guy? Should I know him? I don't recognize him whatsoever. But anyways, he says move and she dies. Denji's like sweating. Um, he's sweating too. Uh, and then as he's still holding her, he says, "Looks like you can't take control of us. Is that because my body is still under Miss Makima's rule?" Oh, wait. Okay, who is this guy? Okay, he's obviously public safety. And he was obviously around when Makima was in control. But like, who is this? Or because my heart belongs to her even now. Who is this? And then Nayuta's can't really speak, I guess, because she's being held by the throat. She's just looking at him and sweating. And he goes on to say, if Miss Makima were alive and she could use Chainsaw Man's power, she could have defeated the Death Devil. And then he goes on to say, a controlled, peaceful world was supposed to arrive. And he's continuing to hold her by the throat. And he goes on to say, but you, Chainsaw Man, even though you destroyed our promise of peace, you've been lapping up the peace public safety provided to you. Denji's, I don't know, surprised, wide-eyed, something. Um, and then he goes on to say, these flames are your punishment. And then Nayura's pointing a finger and spears somebody else in the head with a chain. Another public safety guy, it looks like. And then controlling him, she has him grab a gun and fire a bullet at this other public safety guy. And then the bullet causes him to drop Nayuta. And then she says Denji. And then Denji's surprised, wide-eyed, sweating. And then two other public safety guys are on the ground looking at it, the situation. And then we got sword hybrid, possibly spear hybrid if I'm remembering who he is. Still holding, already forgot her name. We're gonna go back to calling her bodyguard. And somebody's looking at the situation, peeking out from a door, and somebody's grabbing somebody, but it's unclear who. Maybe Denji? It kind of looks like Denji's shirt. Maybe? Was he wearing a hoodie? Yeah, no, it's, oh shoot, it's Denji grabbing his ripcord through the shirt. Okay, he's ready to pull that ripcord, and then he's thinking about Pochita and the burning building, and Pochita's waving at him, and then we got a shot of child Denji, uh, and child Denji's waving back at Pochita. And then he rips the ripcord while also ripping his shirt, and then Nayuta's running up to him saying Denji, and he's like leaning over, a chainsaw coming out of his forehead as he's beginning to transform. And then Nayuta is looking at him, and then he's still transforming with the chainsaw out of his head. Why are you laughing? Wait, who's laughing? Is Denji laughing? Is he? I don't know. Somebody's laughing, and she's asking, why are you laughing? And then there's a shot of those other hybrids still holding bodyguard girl, whom I can't for the life of me ever remember her name. Oh, and then Denji is in full Chainsaw Man form with the arms and the head and well, you know, the whole thing. And it says to be continued. Oh boy, we're about to get a big old fight next chapter. Very exciting. Very good chapter. We finally got the return of Chainsaw Man. Let's go. Yeah, very cool chapter. Cool to see Pochita yet again. You know, again, I don't know who this like public safety guy is. If I'm supposed to know who he is or not. He seems important because he resisted Nayuta, but like, who Who is he? I don't know. Probably doesn't matter, but yeah. So Denji's about to go attack these guys. It's gonna be epic. Next chapter. All right, end of recording.